Morning. It is Sunday, November 23rd, 2025. I'm Larissa. This is my video diary. Fat bitch diary. Here we go. Oh my god. Fat bitches drinking from skulls. So yesterday, oh my god, got a bunch of stuff done that I wanted to do, that I needed to do for work. I'm real excited. I'm gonna get my books printed. I am. I'm gonna get my books printed. Yeah. I'm gonna have them all printed, I think, by February. Really exciting. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Very exciting. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I told Omar what his Christmas gift is from me this year. My Christmas gift to him is I'm going to clean his office because it's gross. So, like, when the people come in, when the crew comes in to clean the house, they don't do his office because, he's got so much shit in there. And if they were to inadvertently throw something out or lose something or damage something, like, it could be bad. So he's like, I don't want anybody in my office. So nobody cleans his office. Well, he doesn't clean his office either. And it is like coated. Everything is coated in dust, and it's kind of gross. So I'm going to clean that for him for Christmas. It's going to be his Christmas present. No, I'm not going to get down and scrub the baseboards and everything. No, but I will get in there and get on ladder and wipe down shelves and stuff. Yeah. So that's going to be his Christmas gift to me. Or it's going to be my Christmas gift to him. And then his Christmas gift to me is going to be helping me build that tufting frame for my rugs. Yeah. So I'm going to have my books printed and be able to start my rugs. Oh, I'm so excited. It's something to look forward to, right? It's something to look forward to. And I have another project in the works that I am about right now until I get my next response. So we'll see, won't we? And then I can't wait. I can't wait to be able to talk about it if it's going to happen. I mean, I'm not happy about having to do it, and you'll understand if and when it comes to fruition and I get to talk about it, you'll understand what I'm saying. But it's just something that will bring me joy. It is something that will bring me real joy to be able to do. So if we're able to set this up. So anyway, I don't want to cry about it. Yeah. Anyway. So right now, things I need to think about are getting ready for Thanksgiving and the interview I'm doing this week for the magazine. So those are the two big things on my list of things to do today or this week that I need to think about. So I think today I will focus on laundry and getting the house read up for holidays, for Thanksgiving. Got it read up and maybe scoop some poop. Yeah. Oh, I had a bunch of weird dreams last night. I dreamt that there was some bitch living in our cabin out here, and the cabin needs some work. It's not habitable anymore. Like, somebody could sleep in camp in it, right? But the bathroom is out of order and all that kind of shit. So, and it needs cleaned, right? Like, it's like not habitable. Oh my God. But I had a dream some bitch was in there. And I'm like, what are you doing living in my cabin? Oh, it was weird. It was a whole bunch of things. There's a whole bunch of dreams like that where I was having conversations with people. Like, and for a second, there was a blur between, is this dream or reality? Where I was like, oh. And then I had to tell myself, oh, it's a dream, Larissa, and wake up. And then I was like, oh. And I'd wake up and be back in the room. Weird stuff. Weird stuff. It was like, it was something I ate. Oh, we went out to dinner last night. We did. We went out to dinner. There's this little sushi place that's near us that is just excellent. I mean, if you want to have crazy, insane Japanese dinner, then you go out to Hachi, right? See Suzuki-san, but that's a little bit of a drive for us. But there is an excellent, excellent little sushi restaurant here in Santa Cruz. Oh my God. It's so good. The food is good, and it's, of course, it's, healthy, and it is so affordable comparatively to other restaurants when you go out. Like, we both went out and had us a nice dinner for like $60. Yeah. I mean, 60. I'm just saying, to go out to a restaurant for $60 for two people for dinner, it's like unheard of these days. Yeah. But we did. We did. Yeah. MG sushi. So good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the January magazine is off to print. And part of me is like bummed that I sent it off to print because now the books are going to be released. But I'll be able to put it in as of February. And as of February, like if I'm able to order, so that, yeah, they'll be ready for sure by February. I'm just really excited. I'm really excited to have my novels. So I put them together into anthologies of the novellas. The first anthology has 3, the second has 4, and the third has 3. Yeah, so it was 3, 4, 3. There's 10 novellas altogether. And now you'll be able to read them all in a book the way they were intended. I still have to transcribe from longhand my short stories. I still need to do that. I still need to do that. Maybe I'll do that in January. No, I know what I'll be doing. I'll be working on those rugs. And I'll be working on a rug in January. I'll be working on a test rug in January. That is what I'll be doing. Yeah. Yeah, so I have the tufting gun. I have yarn spooled. Now I have the backing fabric ordered. And so when the backing fabric arrives and I confirm that it's in the format that I want it, that I was looking for. Oh, it's a long story. I ended up having to order it from China. And what a pain in the ass. I found a company here in the United States that manufactures it, but they only sell it in like 1,000-yard rolls or more than that for big companies that make carpet. I'm like, you can't cut off some for me and sell it to me? They're like, oh no. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about this. Why can't you do that for me? right? How come a Chinese company can? Because the Chinese company had the big rolls too, but they were willing to cut me a length. And I'll tell you what else, the price was a lot better too, even with tariff. Even with tariff, the price was better. Yeah. So the only thing I haven't ordered is backing fabric. There is I found there's a website that I have that has that. I'm not going to worry about ordering the backing fabric until I get the frame and all that shit. And I see exactly how this is all going to go together. Because the backing fabric is significantly more expensive than the base fabric, the tufting fabric. And just hold off on that expense until I have to spend that, right? Yeah. Yeah. And who knows, maybe I'll find something else rather than this fabric, this industrial fabric on this other website. Maybe I'll find something unexpected locally or something, you know? Maybe I will. I don't know. Yeah, and so I got that, and I got that one porcelain test almost finished. I need to take it outside to sit outside while I finish the inside. And I think that for the next ones, I'm just going to have to watch more carefully. Like, I'm going to have to schedule my time differently so that when I'm working on those, that I'm able to go over every day and, and, oh, or maybe I just need my slip to be a little bit thicker. I don't know. Definitely need to mix my slip again. And I think I need to get like a whisk. I think the paddle mixer that I have is not sufficient because it still has chunkies. It still has chunkies and I need it to be smoother. Like I said, this week I'm focused on Thanksgiving and being open Black Friday. And yeah. Getting the house ready for Thanksgiving. And being nice to me. I need to be nice to me. Yeah. I'm really excited about the books. Oh. Anyway. Anyway. So tonight for dinner, we're going to have roasted squash and peppers with spinach and quinoa. That's what we're going to have. I think. Probably going to be quinoa. Or maybe it'll be beans and rice. It might be beans and rice. I don't know. We'll see. Oh. We'll see. And then it'll be eating leftovers and getting carry out until Thanksgiving, because when I go grocery shopping, it's just going to be for Thanksgiving dinner. Because the turkey's going to take up. Oh, yeah, I'm cooking a turkey. Vegetarian Larissa is cooking a turkey, not for me, but for other people. I'm not going to eat it. Turkeys are upset. Somehow the turkeys have heard. And whenever I see the turkeys, when I'm out, they won't even look at me. They just show me, they just turn away from me, and they're like, cooking one of us. I'm sorry. I know you are delicious. Even though I'm not going to eat you, you are delicious. Oh my God. Yeah, no. We're having some guests, and I am cooking a 6-course meal. Yeah. So, oh, Anyway. Anyway. Mm. Anyway. Thanksgiving. And I'm not going to go into details, but we did get some good news about my mother-in-law. It's not, no, she's not like A-okay and everything's hunky-dory, but she's not on the street. So we are grateful for that. However that came about to happen. Grateful for that. But, and not for her sake. And this is what's so hard. You know, if you have somebody in your life who is a severe addict and has, you know, made poor choice after poor choice after poor choice and gets themselves into a horrendous situation, and when you've been not just, we've had negative effect in our lives beyond just the stress of like of her problems, like it's spilled over into affecting us, right? So like if you have an addict in your life and you know about that, you know, it's like you're angry at them. And you know, she has made her circumstances for herself, but I'm glad she's not on the street, because once somebody is on the street, then that is a difficulty for everybody in the neighborhood wherever they are, right? You have to worry about them being public nuisance to other people, and or the potential of them dying on the street and having some stranger find them, running the risk of it being a child that comes across a dead woman on the street, right? Whatever her personal suffering is, that is her business, right? And it's not that I enjoy seeing anybody suffer. I don't. Not at all. But we've been watching her suffer for a long time, even when she was living in relatively luxurious settings, right? Watching her suffer. So like the suffering is not quantitative or qualitative in that way. It's like one person's suffering isn't worse than another person's suffering. Suffering is suffering, right? And so she's been suffering. And now she's just suffering in a different place. So, you know, she has created the circumstances of being in the place that she's in. And the place where she could have been, right? Which is on the street. So I don't that's her business. I'm not upset about that. I was upset at the prospect of her suffering causing strangers in another neighborhood problem. So I'm grateful that she's off the street. Yeah. Anyway, anyway, you know, and Trump trying to say that grocery prices are coming down. They'll be the lowest grocery prices ever. This is the cheapest Thanksgiving dinner's ever going to be. What a load of shit. What a load of shit. This turkey's over $5 a pound. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I haven't, now, granted, I haven't bought a turkey in a number of years. However, I have continued to buy other groceries and they're going up too, right? But like, I've always bought a distal bird. Always have, ever since Omar and I got married. I've always bought distal birds. Organic free range bird, right? And I think the most I ever paid per pound was like $2.95. And this is over $5 a pound for this bird that I'm getting. Okay, Trump. Right? I don't know, dude. And other stuff too. Like other stuff has been crazy expensive, you know. We bought a few deli items and to have lunch yesterday. We got some hard-boiled eggs. Omar got a pasta salad, and I got some vegan spring roll wraps, right? Not processed foods in that they are shelf stable. No, deli prepared foods, right? Kind of thing. And we had two bagels. So this was like breakfast and lunch kind of thing, right? We picked up to have at the gallery yesterday while we were there because he hung out with me. He and Brody hung out with me while I worked at the gallery yesterday. Worked in the studio. It was like 60, $70. Our dinner at a restaurant was more affordable. Well, or about the same, right? And there you're paying for all kinds of other overhead. I don't know what the hell he's talking about when he's talking about prices are lower. No, they're not. The other day, I got hard boiled eggs, or deviled. I got some deviled eggs, and because even grocery stores when they have prepared stuff, the vegetarian stuff that they have is usually, you either get a salad, and it's like I didn't want a salad, and I didn't want macaroni and cheese. I'm like, oh, they got some deviled eggs here, I have some protein. I'll just pop those in my mouth and be on with it. So I got some deviled eggs. I ate a lot of deviled eggs when I got to the grocery store to go grab something fast. I had deviled eggs, and I got a juice, or it was a turmeric anti-inflammation beverage, right? And then I got a bottle of fruit juice to bring home. And it was like $40. And that was like all I had in there. $40. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. Right? But that's why I've always cooked, I mean, sure, we go out to dinner. We go, in recent history, we go out to dinner average of once a week, right? Um, Historically, it was like once a month, like before that. And there for a long time, we didn't go out at all, right? Like I always cooked and meal planned and everything. And that was for two reasons. One, because when you cook your food, you know what you're putting in your body, right? And it was healthier. We don't eat a lot of processed stuff. We don't. Well, I don't know what Omar sneaks, but I don't buy that shit, right? I don't. It is a rare day that I buy that shit. And I'm not saying I don't ever, but So you know what you put in your body. You can get healthier food, and it's cheaper, right? So those are the two reasons why I cook. And I'm pretty good at it, you know. And I kind of enjoy it, you know. I enjoy it. It's an art. So, but those first two reasons are the main reasons. Healthier, it's healthier, and it's cheaper. I don't know. I don't know. Lies, lies of the Donald. Lies of the Donald. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so tonight we're having roasted acorn squash with peppers, roasted peppers and acorn squash with spinach and quinoa or rice and beans, one of the two. I'll ask Omar which ones he wants. Red beans and rice. Red beans and rice, or does he want? Or do I have pinto beans down there? Because the pinto beans would be good with that. If I do pinto beans and rice, I'll put the peppers in with the pinto beans. I don't know. One of the two. Either quinoa or dirty rice. I think I'm leaning towards the dirty rice. I like the texture of the beans. I like beans. It's a good thing I like beans. Vegetarians got to eat a lot of beans. A lot of beans. Yeah. Anyway. That's what's going on with me. That's what's going on with me. And just for documentation's sake and reminding folks, like, this is actually my diary, right? I used to keep a diary, write in a book every morning when I got up first thing. I used to do that. But when we were in Oakland, somebody broke in and stole a bunch of my diaries, pulled pages out of some diaries. They stole like 2 entire diaries, pulled pages out of other diaries, and stole sketchbooks because I had them all on my bookshelf in my studio. They stole those. So I don't keep a diary anymore. Instead, I do this. So this is just me. I haven't even brushed my teeth yet. I wake up in the morning. I take a poop. Omar brings me my pain relieving tea, and I do my diary. Yeah. So I'm still greasy, sweaty, dirty, and haven't brushed my teeth. And this isn't edited, and I don't use any filters, and I don't have any script. This is just my diary thoughts. This is just what I think about first thing in the morning when I wake up. That's what you get. That's what you get. Unless I do the diary later in the day, which there's a few of them where I'll do them where I've done them from the gallery or whatever, or when I'm on my way somewhere. Every now and then. Every now and then. But I mean, then you can tell, right? I'm in my pajamas. I'm sitting in bed. I'm literally sitting in my bed. Yeah. My diary is waking up with Larissa. Rise and shine, bitches. Rise and shine. Get yourself a skull mug. Get yourself a skull mug. It makes your morning beverage taste so much better.